You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi everyone, welcome to Best Bets for Pets. I'm your host, Michelle Fern, on Pet Life Radio. And today, while we have some really unique products for your cat, sometimes I think the dogs get a little bit more than the cats do, but this company has a way of coming back at that. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Buster, you're telling me my dog food products can't go on your shelves?
That's right. Didn't pass one of my Petco certified nutrition checklists. Sorry, Wayne.
Who made these checklists?
Geniuses. Very smart guys.
Well, it's good enough for most grocery stores.
Do you see cheese puffs on my shelves? Mayonnaise? Soda pop?
No.
That's because I ain't running no grocery store, Wayne. Your pets will get better nutrition, I guarantee it. Petco, where healthy pets go.
Enter the code LUCKY10, LUCKY, the number 10, and get 10% off any order. No minimum at petco.com.
Whether they're big, small, hairy, or whatever, you're going to need gear for your feet. And Kids Foot Locker's got all the great shoes and gear that'll get you in the game.
Go to kidsfootlocker.com and enter the code AFBP10KF to get 10% off any order of $50 or more. Or enter the code AFAM15KF to get 15% off any order of $75 or more at kidsfootlocker.com.
And cover those funky feet.
How would you like your business to reach out and invite in our audience? We have a brand new trademark concept called InfoSeeds. InfoSeeds are short 20-second seeds of information about your place of business, practice, or service. Is the best, most cost-effective way to invite us in. We only have a limited number of slots left. For more information, visit the website
PetLifeRadio.com.
Click on sponsorship information. There you can listen to a sample of InfoSeed. Remember, only a limited number of opportunities are available.
Hi, this is Marcy Davis and my service dog Whistle, and we're your hosts of Working Like Dogs on Pet Life Radio. Working Like Dogs is the show where you can learn everything you ever wanted to know about working animals or working dogs. Whether you're a member of a working dog team or you've just seen a working dog or animal out at the mall or the grocery store and you're curious about how these amazing animals work with their human partners, then Working Like Dogs is the show for you. Join us for the inside scoop at Working Like Dogs on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi everyone, this is Michelle Fern, and we have a great show for you today. I'd like to welcome SJ from Kitty Utopia.
How are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Good.
Thanks so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets. So I tried a couple of your products, and I must say they are unique. I tried the catnip bubbles and the Chase Lounge. My cat's already kind of spoiled. I think this put him over the edge. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about these products?
Well, the catnip bubbles is like marijuana for cats. It's catnip, and if you have cats that are active, they tend to want to chase bubbles and hit them. It does take a while for them to catch on. Some cats will catch on quickly. Some, it takes some time because it's something that they're not used to seeing, or much less having pop on their nose. And I find a lot of cats, I've got a lot of cats myself, and they seem to like it. And it's a different form of giving them catnip. People always try and come up with things that are unique and aren't the same things, and that's one of the things that Kitty Utopia tries to do, is tries to find products that you don't see coming and going. And you're right about your statement. Cats are the secondary animal in the pet market, and so it makes it even more difficult to find things that are out there, because a lot of pet product people don't want to make too many things for cats because they're not the primary pet. But in our business, we try and find them, and I actually test them out on my cats, and specifically test it out on Billy because he is the CEO of the company, and it has to go by him, and he will paw up or paw down the product. And I figure if he likes it and he's pretty tough, it's something that we should try selling on our site.
Oh, I love that. That's great. And just to explain for our listeners, the catnip bubbles are actually, they're like bubbles, like regular bubbles that you blow out like when you were a kid.
Exactly. But there's essence of catnip in it, and that's what makes it different than just, taking the soap bubbles that we all used to play with as a child, and just taking an old type of toy and just making it for cats.
It's great. It's fun. My cat liked it. It's fun for me blowing the bubble, something different, And my cat, Dennis, loved it. He just thought it was great and, rolled around in the bubbles, and he had a great time.
What they do. That's another form of giving a cat catnip. And if your cats are prone to catnip, they'll like it. If your cats don't like catnip, and there are plenty out there, then it's not going to be a product for them. That's why we have all different products, because cats are definitely unique.
They are, and picky. The Chase Lounge is gorgeous. This is like, for the listeners, this is like kind of like a little sofa, a mini sofa or a large chair sofa kind of that adheres to the window for your cat.
Correct. There are window products like that.
Prince or Princess Cat, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, people do have types of products that sort of lean on the windowsill because cats like to look outside and they like to bask in the sun. And so all we did was look for something that was not made out of cardboard or not made out of plastic, something that people would be inclined to purchase because it looks like a piece of furniture for their house. And again, if you can't beat them, join them, because most cats are going to sit in a window anyway if given the opportunity. So at least they're comfortable doing it, and if it's decorating your house, at least it has a little bit of style to it.
And it's gorgeous.
It's definitely an interesting product. And again, it's a piece of furniture, so it kind of doubles.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. What other products does Kitty Utopia have for our listeners that have cats and that are always trying to think of different things to entertain them? I think I was a dog owner for years and just have gotten a cat. He kind of found me, and I've had him a couple years. And so I'm learning about cats, and they're a little more challenging than dogs of what they like, they don't like, and I'm always looking for unique products. Now, Kitty Utopia has unique products. What kind of different things are you coming out with that our listeners can find for their cats?
Well, I mean, one of the products we carry in a couple different sizes are the cat tree houses. They're an upper end product for cats to sit in. I mean, when you go to the stores, you find all those products made out of sisal and carpet and things like that, and the cats will tend to shred that, and then it looks like crap in your house. But you know what? The more shredded it is, the better the cat likes it. We found a product that's made out of trees. The actual stem is made out of trees, and it also has silk leaves on the top, and the cats can sort of hide up in there and cradle up under there, and they can't knock it over because it's heavy. And that's one of the things you have to look for cats. If they can stand and start scratching on it and it's not sturdy and it falls over, that's the end of it. A cat won't use it again. So we have at least 4 or 5 models like that, from just one bay where a cat can sit in to double bays to they're called cat tree houses. And we find that a lot of people like that type of product because, again, it's like a piece of furniture in your house. And if you're so inclined to buy these products for your cats, some people don't care, but some people want them to sort of blend into their house. So that's another product. Another thing that we have that's relatively inexpensive and unique are just typical scratching boards that are made out of corrugated cardboard, but they've got shapes and design to them. So again, if it's in your house, it's not just a box on the floor that's corrugated cardboard, and you throw catnip in it, so the cats will also lay there and scratch on there, and it deters them from scratching your furniture. And that's one of the things that people are very, very, they're picky about, because you really do have to train your cat to not scratch on your furniture. And if you don't get them at an early age, what ends up happening is people end up declawing their cats, which is not really kind of cool because you're cutting off the first knuckle. But if that's an alternative to putting a cat in a shelter, then people do that. So you have to train them right on what they can scratch. And those tree houses and the corrugated cardboard doused with catnip, cats tend to go back to that one area and scratch it up and make it their own, and they will keep going back to those areas that should be theirs.
That's a very good idea. My cat, I think he was trained before I got him. He was a stray that just walked in one cold night, and he does go to a scratching place and do that. But you're right, you do need to train your cat, make sure, because Otherwise, it's a problem for him and you once he starts tearing up the furniture and whatever else.
I mean, I've been fortunate. My cats don't do that. But, there are a lot of people, you hear all these stories out there. And so we try and find the products that are going to help people keep their cats happy and keep their human happy, because that's what it's all about.
Is this a book that you have out, What Was My Cat Thinking? What is my cat?
No, what's happening is what we're finding is that is the enthusiastic enjoyment part of the web. That's where we're getting all the people are coming, and Billy's got a tremendous following on Twitter. At this point, I think it's over 14,000 people. And we encourage people to send pictures of their cats, because obviously most cat owners really would like to know what's inside that head and what they're thinking. And we've got people just submitting photographs from all over the world, and we've run a couple contests, and some of the pictures, honestly, are hysterical. And quite frankly, that's how this business started. Started with a book about Billy and what he was thinking and what trouble he got himself into. And we created it as a child's book, and the book's called Silly Billy. It's actually out there on our website on Kitty Utopia. And the business sort of just revolved around that. And so in doing that, Billy picks all the products and we put them out there. And that's pretty much it. It's just that we are now starting at this moment to devise a concept and a theme, can your cat save the world? And this is what we're working on right now. It's not out. My marketing people should be coming out within a month, but that's the new theme, and just have to watch and see what comes behind that.
So where can our listeners find out more? How can they find out about What Is My Cat Thinking, and also where to find your products?
Well, kittyutopia.com is the website, and there are links there to Billy's Facebook page. There are links there to Twitter. I would suggest that they follow Billy on Twitter, because all the tweets are up-to-the-date information about photographs that are being posted, new products, what Billy's thinking, what videos and TV shows Billy watches, all kinds of things that are light and bring some smiles on people's face.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets. And listeners, you can go to kittyutopia.com to find out more about their products. You can also look on the episode link for this podcast that's on PetLifeRadio.com, and that will give you a link to the site as well. Thanks so much, SJ.
Absolutely. You have a great day.
Thanks, listeners, for taking the time to listen to this episode of Best Bets for Pets. Please stay tuned for our next episode, where I'll be telling you about another great product along with my guest.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Love your pets but wish their medications were a lot less expensive? They are at 1-800-PET-MEDS. You'll not only save on flea and heartworm medications, but on prescriptions for arthritis, incontinence, thyroid, and more. And you get fast service, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Plus, our licensed pharmacists ensure accuracy, monitor drug interaction, and more. See why over 5 million people have trusted their pet's health to 1-800-PET-MEDS, America's largest pet pharmacy. Call now or order online.
Go to 1-800-PetMeds.com/BEST, BEST, to get 10% off any order and free shipping on orders of $39 or more at PetMeds.com.
I play tennis because I love to. But inside, I want to win. Take away the court, the net. I might not be a player, but I'll always be a competitor. Lady Foot Locker understands that.
Lady Foot Locker, the first to carry Adidas off-court shoes and the gear that goes with them.
If you play your best, there's no regret.
Lady Foot Locker, one place, every woman.
Go to ladyfootlocker.com and enter the code AFBP10LF to get 10% off any order of $50 or more. Or enter the code AFBP15LF to get 15% off any order of $75 or more at ladyfootlocker.com.
There's a movement afoot. ShoeBuy.com. Join the millions of people who shop ShoeBuy.com's over 400 brands and 500,000 products. Order now and get free shipping and free return shipping. ShoeBuy.com, the world's greatest shoe store.
Walk your dog in style and comfort. Enter the code BFP10, BFP, the number 10, at checkout and get a 10% discount plus free shipping at shoebuy.com.
Got questions about your hound's health? Need the facts on Fido's fitness or food? You want to unleash your pup's potential? Well, you've come to the right place with Win with Dogs. Here, we learn how easy it is to naturally improve the lives of our furry friends. So sit, stay, and get ready to win with dogs. With me, Raquel Wynn. Exercise, nutrition, interaction, and love make for one healthy, happy hound. Give yourself the gift of knowledge on demand every week right here at Pet Life Radio with me, Raquel Wynn, and Win with Dogs.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hey everybody, welcome. Today I have with me Frosting Fran from K9 Cakery. Welcome, Frosting Fran.
Hi, Michelle.
So I'm so glad to have you on. I baked your cake, and for all you listeners out there, I use a microwave mostly. I've used my oven like 5 times. You know, I'm not a baker. This was so easy to make. How would you describe it, Frosting Fran?
It's an all-in-one cake kit, and everything that you need to bake the cake comes in the container, which goes right into the microwave for a minute and a half, and voila, you've got the cake. We give you the cake mix, the frosting mix, and we even include a candle.
You know, I actually baked it, and it was so easy because even though I'm like Miss Microwave Cooker, I did use the oven, and it was so easy. Just put everything together, you stir, you bake. It's like 2 seconds. I mean, it was just so easy. The other thing that so impressed me is it's a nice size. I mean, my dogs had a little party. There was 4 of them, and they're still left over. So it's a really nice size cake in the shape of a bone. And one of my dogs is so picky. He's a bigger dog. You wouldn't expect a bigger dog being so picky. He's so picky with his treats and his food. He gobbled this up. So that's always a sign that something is fabulous when he gobbles it up. My neighbor wanted to eat it herself, but her dogs were invited for the party. But I said, well, you could try it, but it's a dog cake, so I don't know.
It's made with human-grade ingredients. I've tasted the cakes. The only difference is that there's no sugar, so it's not going to be palatable to the human taste buds. But you can eat it. And you know what? I think I was talking about the microwave cake kit, but I think you probably made the bigger one. That cake kit comes with a full-size bone-shaped foil pan. Is that the one that you made?
Yes, I did, that one.
Right, okay, that one does go in the oven, and that also comes with the cake mix and the frosting mix and the candle, and that goes in the oven. But like you said, it's very easy. You just add water, stir, and you make the cake. And it's so simple.
It's very simple, and it makes a nice-sized cake. They had plenty, and I still have some for them. And plenty of frosting, too. How did you get the idea for this cake?
Well, people like yourself who didn't want to put all that much effort into baking, you just wanted a nice little product to bake your dog a cake. They were asking if there was such a thing, or could we provide them with everything that they needed to go and make the cake as quick and easy as possible. So that's how we came up with the idea. I kind of look at myself as the Betty Crocker for dogs, and Betty Crocker products are similar in that way. It's everything that somebody needs to bake at home, and that's what our products are. We just try to make everything easy for people. And all of our products are specifically made for dogs. We're not trying to take a human product and call it a dog product. We design specifically for the dogs. But we do use all natural, human-grade ingredients. It's probably better than stuff that we as humans eat, to be honest.
Well, that's always true sometimes. You know, we'll scrimp on ourselves and splurge on our dogs so they can have the best of everything. The cute outfits, the fancy treats. They're like our babies, so Now, on your website, Frosting Fran, I saw a lot of very, very unique type dog baking products. You are the Betty Crocker for dogs, I have to say. I saw products I didn't even know existed. Can you tell our listeners a little about the K9 Cakery website and the products on there?
Oh, yes, and that website is www.K9, the number 9, letter K, K9 Cakery, CAKERY.com. And we're always putting up new stuff, so they should constantly check the website and see what's new flavors, new products. But we have a full line of baking products. We sell a lot to dog bakeries. So we have cake pans in all different shapes. There's bone shapes, there's paw prints. We even have a squirrel shape, cookie cutters, all kinds of different shaped cookie cutters, and a lot of cake and dog treat mixes, dog biscuit mixes. There's also the foil pan like you use to bake your cake in, and that's a bone-shaped pan that can be used several times, so you don't have to throw it away after you use it once. We have a full line of frostings. It's called Fido's Frosting. And the great thing about the frosting, you said you have some left over, and you probably noticed this already. You don't have to refrigerate your cake because that frosting will not spoil. There's no sugar, there's no fat in the frosting. It's all natural yogurt frosting for dogs, and it will not spoil, and you don't have to worry about putting it in the refrigerator.
Wow, that's amazing. They love the frosting, too. I let them try that first. And they, or try it while the cake was baking, and they loved it. I'm telling you, my dog is so picky that if anything, if he likes it, if it gets past him, then it has to be the most amazing thing. Because I've had treats that there's some fancy ones that are maybe $5 for one little cute little treat, and he doesn't want it. He thumbs his nose up. He doesn't want it. This cake, he was crazy about. He was just crazy about. Yeah, and I saw on your website you have like even sprinkles and carob chips and mixes. So it's really easy for someone, our listeners, to just go on. It's already mixed for you. So you have to add an egg, maybe oil, water, and that's it.
Right. In the cake mix, you do have to add the egg because that's what turns it into the cake. And the cake mixes come in vanilla and carob, chicken, cheese flavor. And with the frosting, you just add the water and stir, and it turns into frosting. Your listeners just need to be sure to follow the directions as to how much water to add, and that's on the back of the package. And we have peanut butter flavored and carob flavored, and then there's just the plain natural yogurt, which is white. And you can make it any color you want. You just add food coloring. It's powdered. And we sell a box that has 8 different colors that they can play around with.
Wow, so you can make your dog like orange biscuits if you want, or purple little, a purple cake or something. You have biscuits also on your website, right?
Yes, it's a biscuit mix. And the difference between the biscuit mix and the cake mix, the biscuit mix is you mix it up and you roll it out like you're making cookies, and then you can use the cookie cutters to bake the biscuits. They're harder than the cake. So it's like cookies. You can call them biscuits or you can call them dog cookies.
Such a great idea. Now, how did the idea develop? Did you just for making the dog cakes and cookies? I mean, you must have a very happy dog tester at home, huh?
And people tester too. We were doing a show where a little girl, her dog was turning 2, and we had a sample cake, and it was so funny. She kept coming by to make sure that we hadn't sold that cake, because she wanted it for her dog. They went out and they got the dog a whole new outfit for the birthday, and we served the cake, and the kids came by and ate most of it. The dog was lucky to get a piece. But we found out that people, like you said, people really like to spoil their dogs. And there wasn't anything out there like we make. The only type of frosting that was available was what was what bakeries like to call yogurt frosting, but I'm going to give away a trade secret right now. They use this material that has a tiny bit of yogurt in it, but it's full of fat and full of sugar, and you have to melt it in order to work with it. So that's why these cakes need refrigeration, because the frosting will melt if you take it out of the refrigerator. And do you know that bakeries have come to us and said, thank you, you have changed the way that we can do our business, because now they can ship their product anywhere at any time of the year. Some bakeries used to have to shut down in the summer because their cakes would just melt.
Wow, that's remarkable that you could keep it out of the refrigerator. It stays well. It's made with great ingredients, so it's going to be good for your dog. So that's just fantastic. So are there any new products coming up?
Well, we're always experimenting with new flavors. Like I said, the frosting right now is available in peanut butter, carob, and plain, but new flavors will come out and new cake mix flavors. We're always looking for new innovative cake pans and cookie cutter ideas. And you cannot go to the grocery store and find any of this stuff. Right now, it is only on our website, which is K9Cakery.com. And hopefully in the future, we're going to be able to get it out there in stores. But right now, it's on the web only.
Thanks so much for coming on the show and telling us all about K9 Cakery and all of your wonderful products.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and I really want to meet that picky eater that you have.
There'll be pictures on the blog, so you'll see, and listeners, you can see pictures on the blog. He's the larger black dog, and like you said, I usually expect, it's a stereotype of the little, fluffy dog that is very picky. No, he's 40-pound black mix, border collie, and flat-hair retriever. Picky. I've never had a dog so picky.
Especially a lab. Who's got lab in him.
Thanks, everyone, for taking the time to listen to Best Bets for Pets. And thanks to my producer, Mark Winter, and to my fur babies that keep me sane. And thanks for supporting Best Bets for Pets. It's very much appreciated. And if you have any product ideas that you'd like to send my way, you can do so at michelle@petliferadio.com. Thanks for listening.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.